You want to know what it means to be a man? It's not muscles, not money, not how many women you chase or how loud you talk. Being a man is about ownership. It's about looking life in the face when it spits on you and saying, I'm still standing. Being a man means taking full responsibility for your life, for your choices, for your weakness. It means looking in the mirror and admitting when you've been soft, when you've been lazy, when you've been running instead of fighting. Emotionally out here pretended, posing tough, talking big, but when the pressure hits, you fold, you reach for comfort, you blame everyone but yourself. A real man doesn't run from pain, he walks straight into it. He uses it. He doesn't numb himself with fake pleasure and distractions. He gets up earlier, works harder, and suffers on purpose because he knows growth requires it. You don't build strength by avoiding struggle. You build it by being the last one standing when everyone else breaks. And no, being a man doesn't mean hiding your emotions. It means controlling them. It means standing calm in chaos. It means being the foundation when the world is crumbling. You feel the fear, the doubt, the anger, and you still do the right thing. That's power. That's discipline. That's what it means to lead yourself before you lead anyone else. So stop waiting, stop asking. No one's coming to crown you. No one's going to validate you. The world doesn't owe you respect. It demands that you earn it every single day through work, through sacrifice, through choosing the hard path over the easy one. Be a man, not the fake version, not the loud one, the one who suffers in silence, the one who trains while others sleep, the one who does what's right, not what's easy. You want to feel proud of the man you are? Then build them. Brick by brick, pain by pain, discipline by discipline. No one's stopping you except you. So lace up, lock in, be a man. You want to know why your life hasn't changed? Because every time responsibility shows up, you run. You hide behind distractions. You bury yourself in comfort. You dodge accountability like it's a threat instead of embracing it like the gift it is. You treat responsibility like a burden when it's actually the blueprint to becoming something greater. You blame your parents, your boss, your past, your circumstances, anything that lets you off the hook. But deep down, you know the truth. You've been choosing the easy way out. You've been coasting, waiting, hoping life will somehow get better without you stepping up to take control of it. But nothing changes until you own your role in it. You run from responsibility because you're afraid that if you hold it too long, the world will see how much of your situation is your own doing. That kind of truth is heavy, but guess what? Carrying it is the only way forward. Responsibility is not a punishment, it's your power. When you run from it, you forfeit your ability to lead your own life. Real men don't wait to be told what to do. They decide what must be done, and then they do it, no matter how uncomfortable, inconvenient, or painful it is. You want to be respected? Earn it. When everyone else avoid. Step up when it's easier to stay quiet. Stay present when everyone else checks out. When life falls apart, don't be the one who panics. Be the one who holds the line. Because at the end of the day, it's not your words, your intentions, or your social media quotes that define you. It's how much weight you're willing to carry without complaining. Own your failures. Own your weaknesses. Own your path. Because the moment you stop running and take full responsibility is the moment you finally start becoming who you were supposed to be. And that's the kind of man the world can't ignore. You hurt, but instead of facing it, you run to the easiest escape you can find. You scroll, you binge, you drink, you smoke, you chase dopamine like it's medicine, but it's not medicine. It's poison dressed up as relief. You're not healing, you're hiding. And every time you numb the pain, you bury the very signal your soul is screaming at you to pay attention to. Pain is a teacher. And you've been skipping class, you keep trying to drown out the noise, but the pain doesn't go away. It just waits for the silence, waits for the moment when you're alone, exposed, raw. That's when it creeps back in. Because you never dealt with it, you avoided it. But here's the truth, pain isn't the enemy, running from it isn't. The ones who grow, who rise, who evolve, they stare it dead in the face. They don't try to kill it with comfort. They use it as fuel. They take every ounce of that agony and alchemize it into discipline, into action, into strength. But you want the shortcut. You want the glow without the grind, the result without the suffering. And because of that, you're stuck. You're living life in emotional autopilot, bouncing from one distraction to the next, just trying to feel okay for 5 damn minutes. But deep down, you know you're avoiding the real work. The work that happens when you sit with your pain, not run from it. The work that demands you pull your trauma into the daylight and deal with it like a warrior. not a victim. You want to change? Then feel everything you've been avoiding. Let it burn. Let it break you open. And then rebuild with intention. You don't become unstoppable by numbing the pain. You become unstoppable by letting the pain sharpen you. Because if you keep running from it, it owns you. But if you face it, truly face it, you own everything. You think you're in control, but you're not. Your emotions are the ones behind the wheel. You get mad, you react. You get sad, you shut down. You feel fear, you freeze. You let whatever you're feeling dictate your actions, and then you wonder why your life's in chaos. Let me tell you something. Discipline doesn't care how you feel. The mission doesn't pause because you're tired, stressed, or emotional, but you keep hitting the brakes every time it gets heavy in your chest. You throw away the workout, the grind, the goal, because you're not feeling it today. That's weakness. That's immaturity. That's the mindset of someone who always falls short. Real strength is standing up and doing the work when your body says no. When your mind is screaming, when your emotions are pulling you in every direction. You think showing emotion is strength? No. Controlling emotion, that's strength. You feel the fire, but you don't let it burn the house down. You aim it. You use it. The world doesn't wait for your emotional alignment. Life's coming whether you're calm or crushed, focused or scattered. So you better learn to lead yourself when your feelings are a damn storm. Because here's the hard truth. You will never build consistency, never build toughness, never reach your peak until you stop making decisions based on temporary emotions. You need to become the type of man who can feel anger and still speak calmly, who can feel fear and still move forward, who can feel sorrow and still show up. Because being a man isn't about never feeling, it's about never letting those feelings own you. That's what separates the discipline from the average. That's what makes a man dependable. When you master your emotions, you become dangerous, not because you're cold, but because you're in control. Control equals power. Control equals freedom. And until you get that under control, you're just another slave to the chaos inside your head. You keep sitting on the edge of your potential, waiting like someone's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, okay, now you can change. You act like there's going to be a perfect moment, a green light, a round of applause, some cosmic sign that tells you it's time to go all in. Let me hit you with the truth. No one is coming. No one's giving you permission. No one's going to hand you discipline. No one's going to validate your dream. You're waiting on a feeling, on motivation, on someone to save you. And while you wait, your life is passing you by. Every day you delay is a day you stay the same. Every second you hesitate, you hardwire weakness. You think change is some magical moment in the future? No. Change is violent. Change is ugly. Change is now. You either decide to flip the switch, or you keep rotting in that comfort zone pretending tomorrow will be different. It won't. Not unless you are. Do you want to know what real men do? They don't ask. They don't wait. They decide. You don't need approval to become better. You don't need acceptance to walk away from your old life. You don't need the world to tell you it's okay to raise your standard. The world doesn't care. In fact, it'll resist you. It'll push back. It'll mock you. You'll hear you've changed. And the right answer is, damn right I have. Because staying the same should scare you more than failing. Waiting for permission is just another form of procrastination. It's fear dressed in politeness. You don't need permission. You need to stop negotiating with the weak version of yourself. You need to stand up, burn the old blueprint, and build something real. Without applause, without backup, and without delay. Because if you're still asking, is it time? Then you already know the answer. It's past time. Get moving.